Welcome to the Dollface Dojo. I am your host, Dollface. All right, so we have somebody who you are separated from who is either getting clarity or the truth or having a revelation of some kind about the narcissist that they're in a connection with or partnership with, who is an addict, they're codependent, they're obsessive, they're possessive, they're controlling, they're emotionally blocked, and they could be restraining this person. This person is uncertain about their future. They could be missing you, thinking about you, or they could be just sad because of the truth of a narcissist who they're in a connection with, who's very domineering and prideful and full of ego and such. There's no happiness here. There's no love here. Not when you're dealing with demon crazy beings, right? So they're in a mental prison. They have outdated thinking and preconditioned beliefs, and they're replaying events over in their head about a third party, another woman's being put into competitions, about this reptilian snake narcissist energy who wants them looking over their shoulder. They're in pain. They're afraid. This is not great energy. Okay, this is kind of horrible. I feel bad for this person. Okay, so they're playing the victim, or they're playing the victim right now, I guess. It's like, yeah, and I'm rubbing my nose. They're acting like they can't walk away, or they're acting like it's like, or they're just lost. They could just be lost, but also playing the victim. They have that victim mentality, so they're not doing anything to get out of the situation. They're just sitting there in their pain and their fear and their sadness while you speak the truth about a narcissist that they're in a soul connection with, who's an addict and egotistical and a snake. There's some sort of unfinished business here with a twin flame. I'm rubbing my nose. So unfinished business with a twin flame who's a joke, or who wants a okay, so there's unfinished business here with a twin flame before you can have a fresh start. Or they want another chance at going after your abundance. Or you could be getting a fresh start with a twin flame who is now coming into it. So this could be your twin flame who is sad and bitter and missing you. You've separated from them. They're getting the truth about a narcissist that they're in a connection or partnership with. They're replaying events over in their head about how this being put twin flames into competition, or they wanted the twin flames to be enemies, or the twin flame was the other woman, or they wanted to be the other woman between two twin flames, or something, or the other guy between twin flames. They know that they have shit to handle. Like, this shit needs to balance out before a fresh start can happen. But they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not saying anything. They're not doing anything. They're partying. They're sitting around partying and doing black magic. So this is... Okay. Okay. So this twin flame just wants another chance at getting your abundance. So they're sitting around partying and doing black magic with their buddies. And they're awaiting some sort of, or they want to talk. They're going to say they want a second chance. They're going to say they want to make amends. You've already put up your boundaries. You've learned to say no. You drew the line in the sand a long time ago. You've had enough. And you've detached. And now they're missing you, or looking at pictures of you, trying to deplete you, trying to exhaust you, trying to make you tired, trying to deplete your energy. You've already healed your inner child. You've already released the past. You've already moved on. You are moving on to the next phase. So regardless, there may be something unfinished here, but Spirit is not going to keep you held back. There is something unfinished here that your twin flame needs to step up and do. But instead of doing that, they're going to try again to come at you. They're going to act like they're in a positive mindset. They're going to act like they're happy or positive or whatever the case may be, but this is just to get your abundance. They're sitting here partying with their friends and doing black magic, trying to get you to talk to them so they can have a second chance, but you've already put up your boundaries and you've said no, you've already detached, and so they're doing shit over your pictures to try to deplete your energy. And they're going to get karma and consequences for this. They could be in Phoenix. With a shapeshifter who they have sex with. That's about it. They're trying to mirror you, and they need to stop. They need to cut it out. Spirit is saying you need to stop trying to copy my chosen one who got on their path. You gave up your path. You're giving them the silent treatment. You are separated from them. They got cut out because they wouldn't stop what they were doing. They wouldn't take the time to self-reflect, introspect, heal inner wounds. They're still sleeping with some shapeshifter, narcissist, psycho. They're in partnerships with narcissists. They need to tell the truth about the fact that they have narcissistic tendencies, that they joined in, that they are an addict, they have ego. They're stalking. They're watching. They're watching you go through soul growth and ascension, staying self-focused, nourishing yourself, nourishing your soul. And they're trying to create illusions and clouded judgment, or they are under an illusion. They have clouded judgment, and they need to come to terms with this. They caused a whole bunch of shit and then ran away. But that led you to your self-worth and value, taking the time to heal, doing the shadow work, and having self-appreciation. You have somebody interested in you who wants unconditional love with you, giving and receiving fairness and affection, and have faith. Love is coming. So things are coming to light, and things are coming to light, which is bringing healing and change. Somebody who's withdrawn, single, lonesome, and solitary. So that's not your fucking twin flame, because they're out partying with their fucking buddies and cult fucking affiliates, and they're doing black magic. So this is somebody separate. Somebody who is actually taking the time to heal their inner child, release the past, and evolve and grow. They're learning from their past. They could be watching you as well. They're watching, they're learning, they're expanding, they're transcending, they're preparing for a new union and a new phase. This could be somebody in Phoenix, or they're just rising like the Phoenix from whatever they have going on. And there it is. And this is leading to, they could be escaping some sort of marriage or union or commitment. They changed, maybe, I don't know. Somebody's shocked that you changed your mind about coming into union with your twin flame. They didn't expect you to. And now they're falling apart. They're in despair. They're hopeless. Or you changed your mind about coming into some sort of union with your twin flame because they are hopeless. And you want happiness. They're falling apart because you're happy. And I'm burping. They're falling apart because you're headed into a whole new direction with somebody who is doing the work, who is taking the time to be alone, heal, cut everybody out, learn, expand, evolve, grow, heal their inner child, release the past, which your twin flame has done nothing of. They're still an addict. They're still codependent. They're still in their ego. They're still a snake. They're still in competition with you, even though they can't compare to you. There is no competition. There is no competition between you and anybody else. It doesn't matter, twin flame or not. They chose the wrong path. You chose God. You chose your mission and purpose. You chose your divinity. They did not, and they are still not. So they're still codependent. They're still obsessive. They're obsessed with you. They're emotionally blocked. You've separated because of this. You don't want anything to do with them. They're shocked that you have changed your mind about coming into union with them at all. You are saying no. No. Because you haven't done anything right, and you don't want to take accountability for yourself or your actions. You sit here sleeping with a shapeshifter and doing drugs and partying and doing black magic, and you have karma and consequences to get. You stabbed me in the back, you broke my heart, you caused pain, you caused betrayals, you lied, you shockingly attacked me. We had to find out that we were attacked by our own twin flames, children, family, whatever. And you were deceptive and you lied about something very significant, vital, and important. Something. And you're not going to be allowed to return because we've already cut ties and moved on. And they're shocked. They're sitting there thinking it over, and they're shocked by this news that you're done, man. This is just, it's boring. They're boring. They sit around doing their drugs and screwing reptilians and doing black magic, and they think they're so fucking awesome. And they're retarded. You're not speaking to them because they're still hooking up and sleeping with third parties and doing all the shit that I just said. They didn't want to show their hand. They didn't want to take a risk to go down their healing journey. They wanted to take a risk going against you. They took that chance. They gambled their whole fucking situation. Now they have a fear of abandonment. Now they're going to try to chase you. No. 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 Hello. I will take the third party over my twin flame any day. After everything I had to find out, yeah, boundaries. No. No, you can stay with your reptilians and your cult members and the beings that you chose to team up with against me and try to kill me and whatever you did. We're done. We're done. And I don't give a shit. I don't give a flying fuck, and that's the truth. I got on my path. I did what I was supposed to do. Somebody who was trying to cause you a lot of trouble is going to die, pass away, get deathly sick. This is an enemy who is trying to, a snake, okay? So, like, this could be your twin flame, an enemy who wants to hurt you out of jealousy and insecurity and feeling in competition with you, and this is their narcissistic snake reptilian thing that they want to stay with, that's putting up blockages and their own, on their own. They're putting up their own damn blockages. They think, and they're getting karma and consequences, bro. I'm telling you. It's a narcissist, reptilian, and your twin flame. You might end up dead. You're protected. You're a spiritual leader, you're a spiritual mentor, you're a spiritual guide, you're protected. Okay? You're very noble in your pursuits. You're integrity filled. Alright? You may be getting rewarded with a home. Confirmation. 344 could be significant. 15 could be significant. 6, 7. 6, 7. 29 could be significant. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. All right. So you're this lady. Okay? You're this lady. You're going to be moving residence. You're getting rewarded with a home. You're getting a financial windfall. And you're getting a commitment or union. And it's coming in quickly. It's going to change in your some sort of news is coming in quickly that you're protected from reptilians, snakes, betrayers, deceivers, those plotting to attack you at the most inopportune time, right? You have the knowledge. You know the truth. You're enlightened. To these beings just trying to cause you discords and quarrels and trouble and whatever plans they had are being sabotaged. There's a man who's getting clarity about some broad who was creating illusions and deceptions and trying to anchor themselves to them, creating more blockages, and another dude who is indifferent, evil, and calculating and heartless. And all these third parties are getting messages about somebody's death or the fact that they're going to die. They could be getting a call about a death. Or there was a call about somebody's death who left you something, a home or an inheritance or something that passed away, and they were selfish and greedy and narcissistic and very childish, so they did not communicate this with you. 2212 could be significant. and they wanted you going back and forth, or they had a decision to make. They lied about you, they gossiped about you, they stole some sort of inheritance from you. Now they're getting karmic consequences for being fraudsters, fakes, phonies, mask wearers, being very highly manipulative, stealing. 33 again, 66, 33, and 23. Okay? They stole a key, they damaged property, or they stole something. Some sort of money, some sort of stability, some house, something. You have somebody who is a loyal friend who's coming in to let you know. Somebody who's very grateful for you. Somebody who is that stable growth and maturity. And again, this goes back to that third party who is actually taking the time to do the work, right? Right. Some sexually depraved being who is going to try to start some argument with you. Some blonde or white-haired broad is going through something with a child, or sexually perverse woman. Sexually, a woman who is sexually perverse is molesting children with this reptilian, or these three are sexually perverse together. Take that how you will. Or you could be getting into a fight with a woman who is extremely childish and wants to attack you and cause blockages. I don't see you getting into a fight. Ain't coming out my piece for nobody. I don't give a fuck about you. Yeah, this being is highly manipulative and wearing a mask, and they're a fraudster and a fake and a phony. They're traveling to you, or they're going to try to travel to you, or they're bringing something towards you. But you already know. The secret is out. You already know some mask wearers are going to try to come towards you, and they're trying to create blockages, and they're trying to travel towards you. There's a man here who's trying to gain stability off third parties. They could have given these beings a key to your home or something like that. Or you're just getting a way out of the situation. There's no way out of whatever situation that these beings have, but you have a way out of the situation. You're going to be traveling. You're getting success in business. You're getting stability, success in business, a key to a house, and your flowers. Because you are getting success through right actions for being a book of knowledge. Some dude who is trying to anchor himself to third parties or to a sinking ship has no way out of the situation. These beings all thought they were going to gain stability if they went along with third parties. 333 could be significant. Yeah, that's the truth. So these third parties who are all either trying to travel toward you, to be manipulative, to create blockages, to attack you, or some family of reptilians who are sexually perverse are going to try to argue with you about moving or leaving, or these third parties try to anchor themselves to you because they know you're getting stability. They know that you're getting everything I said here. And they're trying to cause you trouble. But whatever plans that they have are going to be thwarted, because I was just thinking, if they go to travel towards you, they'll end up dead. It's ending. Whatever troubles that you had are ending. The problems that these beings have tried to cause you are ending. Is this positive? Yeah, okay. So you have a friend. Somebody you can actually call a friend, a masculine here, who you are going to come into union with. A couple, okay? You're going to come into a couple with this being. And this being they know gossip. They know the lies that these beings have been spreading about you. They know the plots and plans. They know about the narcissist being indifferent, evil, and calculating, and heartless. They see now there's been clarity to a situation where once there was illusions, and this man's intuition is heightening. But he still has a decision to make. still has a decision to, I don't want to say it like that. But if that's how it is, right? Hold on. Going back and forth about coming towards you. Going back and forth. Having a decision to make. Okay. Okay. It's going back and forth because there might be karma and consequences that he needs to get because he accepted some form of something. Stability or karma. So this man has a decision to make. This man could have even gossiped about you or lied about you. This man could have been disloyal at one point or something like that. But I feel like, no, this is positive. This is somebody you can count on in the community who you're going to partner up with. But they have a decision to make. Either stable growth, maturity, analyze, rationalize the situation, or get karma and consequences for not seeing through the disease. There's going to be an official letter of some kind. There's an official letter or an official phone call, an official phone calling you. Somebody. You're protected from something, but there is going to be some sort of communication, either from somebody in authoritative position, or about somebody, or this could be about this home, or this inheritance, or whatever. But I think the most important factor here is, one, you have a family trying to create blockages and being fraudsters. This could be a teenager, mask wearer, reptilians. You have a family of reptilians and snakes around you who are trying to create blockages and barriers, and they're wearing masks, and they're being fraudulent, and they're out here in the community gossiping and lying about you, okay? They'll end up getting theirs, okay? That's nothing. And you're protected, right? And you got all this good stuff coming. But this man has a choice to make. Either stable growth, maturity, analyze your situations, get away from beings, or get their karma and consequences, which will attach to you if you stick around them, and you'll end up passing away along with them. I mean, or getting deathly sick, or whatever the case may be. Whatever it is, with these reptilians and snakes and shit, you're over it. You're not impressed. You're not amused. They are shocked. They are impressed. They are jaws dropping like, oh my God, we didn't expect her to get this far. We didn't expect her to do this. We didn't expect her to do that. We didn't know she would find out about this. We didn't know she would find out about that. How could you let her find out about this? Da 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 da. It doesn't matter. You're getting your karma and consequences. For joining in with a contract to gossip, lie, slander, steal, cause damage, thinking you were going to be rewarded, having impracticable desires and unrealistic expectations. There's a married couple who are causing damage to property or stealing, or they're just diseased, and they thought they were going to be rewarded for something. There's a narcissistic man who is a snake who's putting up a blockage, and he's going to end up dying because he's a criminal and a fraudster and a fake and a phony who's heartless as fuck and was not loyal to you. He was probably married in a couple. He was gossiping and lying and slandering you and stealing from you and thinking that he was going to be rewarded for being a narcissistic reptilian psycho who was putting up blockages and barriers in your way, and now he's going to end up dying. or you ended it because you saw past the mask and the heartlessness and the disloyalty, and you protected yourself. You put up a big tower around yourself. These could be beings around your home or in your family having to do with the home. Or this is separate. This is separate. You are protecting yourself from beings around your home, in your family, or having to do with your home. A landlord, a feminine landlord, or something to that effect, or your mother. You are protecting yourself from your mother, your father. Married couple, this could be your mother and father. So you're married, a couple, if it's not your mother and father who are married, this is like a father and a stepmother, or a mother and a stepfather, something to that effect, okay? It's that dynamic. And they are out here gossiping and lying about you and stealing from you. They stole money from you. They stole an inheritance from you. They stole rewards from you. They are extremely narcissistic. They are plotting to attack you. They want to put up blockages. They're trying to block their own death. They're trying to be resourceful or manipulative or something to that effect. But that's one way it could be. Yeah, they keep trying to cause you trouble. Whatever plans they keep having against you, they're being sabotaged by the Most High because you are protected. Because you are a spiritual leader who deserves your flowers, who deserves a whole big-ass bouquet of flowers. All your fucking accolades and recognition for all you went through, all you had to heal from, and all you fucking are the victor of, man. Somebody who is sexually perverse, who is prone to vindictiveness and lies, who is a manipulative fuck, some dude, is getting karma and consequences for being indifferent, evil, and calculating, and going along with third parties and trying to gain stability off of molesting children. Interesting. And that's the truth. That's the fucking truth. Okay, yeah, clarity. Some dude is getting karma and consequences for being prone to vindictiveness and lies, being violent, sexually abusing children, being indifferent, evil, and calculating, and trying to gain maybe even sex trafficking children, and trying to gain stability off of that. Okay. Selfish, greedy, illusions, deceptions. There's no way out. You're stuck. You did what you did. You hurt innocent beings, and now you have to pay for it. Ha! Yeah. There's gonna somebody's some sort of information, timely information. Some sort of information is coming through. Some sort of clarity is coming through. A letter could be coming through. You could be getting a letter, a text, a phone call, but something that's going to change your whole life, or something that's going to change these whole beings' whole life. It could go either way. It could go either for both. For both. This information is changing your life. This information is going to change their life. On one hand, you've got good things coming. On the other hand, they don't. You have a financial windfall coming. Good luck. Carefree existence because you are getting success through right actions. Again, you're going to be moving residence. You're getting a key because your intuition is heightened at this time. You are analytical and rational, and you have made great strides in your emotional, mental, and spiritual growth. And you are a book of knowledge. And again, somebody has a choice to make. Are you getting a way out of the situation? Are you going to stay in the situation? Are you going to analyze things? Are you going to go along with the illusion? Are you going to pay attention to your intuition? Or are you going to do bad things? Because on the other hand of this, they're getting bad luck because they were selfish and greedy. Some other woman has a decision to make. Are you getting a way out of the situation? Are you staying in the situation? Are you going to be rational? Or are you going to allow the illusions and deceptions to trip you up? And that is some knowledge right there. A lot of decision making having to happen here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Spirit is getting on the blue deck now. So something soon to be, possibly in October. Okay. Some drug trafficker is abusing their power and doing CP. So that could be that dude that we just talked about, right? Libra, or somebody with a July birthday, or something is balancing out for somebody with a July birthday because somebody's going to prison. Some married couple is going to prison, or something is balancing out. Something could have balanced out in July where somebody went to prison. Or something's balancing out for somebody whose birthday is in July who these beings keep trying to get thrown in prison. Or Pisces. Pisces is going to prison. Libra's going to prison. Somebody's going to be real emotional in prison. Something about falsified info and statements. Aquarius. And a Gemini. And a Virgo. And Sagittarius. All hired a hitman. So you have a whole group here. What else is new? Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Libra, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Cancer. Who could have all falsified statements and documents and info on you to try to have you thrown in prison. Some Pisces falsified a statement about an attempted murder. And all these beings are working together. They could have hired a hitman, or yeah, I don't know. In March, a priest, whether it's high priest, high priestess, or like an actual like priest, could have gotten raped in prison for being a thief and a liar. A priest is a thief and a liar and got raped in prison. Or in December, there was a divorce, or there will be a divorce. Oh my God, Spirit. Okay, so there could be a Leo who's being informed about a hitman getting arrested, a hitman with a February birth date, so this could be this Aquarius. So, okay. You have had a lot of beings falsifying info and statements on you. They have tried to murder you. They hired a hitman to murder you. This hitman has an a February birthday Aquarius, right? You're being... I just got dripped on, y'all. But the damage is over there and over there, but not here. So that's weird. All right. I'll take that as a confirmation. So you've had all these beings try to murder you. Libra, a Leo, Pisces, Aquarius, Virgo, Cancer, Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius. I don't know about this priest guy. It could be a high priest who's getting raped in prison for being a thief and a liar, and they're getting divorced in December. However, you're being informed about the arrest of a hitman whose birthday could be in February, for doing child porn. Okay, so I was wondering about this. So this priest was doing CP, could have gotten raped in prison. They're a thief and a liar. They're getting divorced, okay? You've got this hitman here that all these beings came together to put into your existence, right? And these beings are all doing CP, along with a lawyer And there we are with the Gemini, who's been gang stalking you. They do porn or CP. Ooh. It's not CP, it's just porn. Ooh. Oh, okay, yeah. So, child molester. So this Gemini is gang stalking you. They do porn. They're a child molester. They abuse their powers, or power, and they're going to be getting arrested. Possibly in October, or December, or November. Ass end of this month. Sagittarius season. Confirmation. Sagittarius season. Soon to be in Sagittarius season, a Gemini who's a child molesting, sick, twisted being who's gang stalking you is getting arrested. In Sagittarius season. So what is that, November? November, December, right? Something like that. Along with a Capricorn, a Taurus, a crooked cop who's a rapist, an Aries, a fireman or woman who are all sex traffickers, a Taurus and a Scorpio. Well, we'll just say they're all sex traffickers. We'll leave it at that. Okay? A doctor or a nurse could also be getting arrested and going, yeah, all these beings are going to be going to court. Cancer. The whole court system is going to be going to prison for stalking. So yeah, a whole court system is going to be going to prison for stalking you. Stalking children. Kidnapping children. They're stalking, somebody's stalking you because you don't love them, they're in love with you, but you don't love them, and they're stalking you. Along with everybody else. Like, get in line, bro. You're like, no, I can't love you, I can't be with you because you tried to kill me. That's exactly, because they both, and look, I didn't even realize I put them on aces, but like, both of them fell out on murder and attempted murder. So somebody's stalking you who's in love with you, but you're like, I can't be with you, I can't love you because you tried to fucking murder me. On top of that, God knows what else you're involved in. It's gonna be somebody with a January birthday. Or a Cancer, or a Taurus, or a Scorpio. Something soon to be, maybe a marriage, or soon to be something. Soon to be something. A marriage. Damn, okay. Soon to be there will be a marriage. Soon to be there will be a marriage. In September. Somebody's getting married in September. Or October. Do I have 2 Octobers? No, it was August I saw. Okay. Between September and May, there will be a marriage. Some drug trafficker had an affair with a judge who's a kidnapper in August. So this month or last August. So I feel like there's going to be a divorce. Right, divorce. Soon to be, there could be a marriage in September to May, but this could be to somebody who was like, if somebody's planning on getting married to somebody, check your facts, because your birthday could be in September or May, or their birthday could be in September or May, but there's a drug trafficker who had an affair with a judge who's a kidnapper this month. So within the past 4 days, or since last August, or since May, a drug trafficker has been having an affair with a judge who's a kidnapper, and you're finding this out in August. You may be planning to marry them soon in September. It's a lot of information. Lots of information. And there's no more. Really? No, there's no more. All right, so that's where I'm leaving you guys. I want to thank you all for the likes and comments and views and shares and subscribes. It means the world to me. And it would be a great boon to me if you could like and subscribe on this reading or any other reading, as long as it, you feel called to do so. And I think that's it. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that helped, and I'll see you all on the next one. Out.